Good morning and welcome to your favorite sport program on TV, Plus Sport. And we've been hearing so many positive feedback in regards to the development and the trending stories in the world of sport. Today we'll focus on a Super Falcons player, former Super Falcons player, a player that has done so well for the national team. She has been to the World Cup, she has won the Nations Cup, and one of the most popular Super Falcons player, as we call Patient Avre. Good morning, Patient Avre.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. I think I allow people to know that you are talking from Chicago, and it's 2 a.m. in Chicago. You are meant to be sleeping, but you decided to give us your time and your services just the way you do for the Super Falcons. Thank you very much for giving us your time.
You're welcome.
I'm sure you enjoy a wonderful rest after the show. Let's go. Yeah, and also congratulating you for your newborn baby. I mean, that's what is trending right now, and we hope that we'll talk much on that subsequent programs. But let's go straight to the topic that assessing the Super Falcons under Randy Waldrum. We know that. The Super Falcons, his appointment in 2020, he has not really done so well. Just yesterday in Mexico, in the friendly, he lost a game to the Mexico side 1-0, and that has been his sixth loss consecutively. He has lost 6 times in a row. Apart from that, how can you assess the Super Falcons under this coach, Randy Waldrum?
I can't hear you. I can barely hear you.
Okay, I said, how can you assess the Super Falcons under Randy Waldrum? How can you assess him?
Man, I think I don't want to use bad word, but I can say it's ridiculous. Our Nigerians taking foreign coaches and keep doing the same thing over and over. It's not. I mean, it's uncalled for. I mean, this coach called Randy of a thing, I don't even think he has experience. What has he achieved here in the U.S.? Coaching the national team. We have people back home that went to coaching school, that did coaching course and everything, that they are there capable of doing this job. Why are they giving it to foreign coaches? What is wrong with Nigeria? I mean, it's wrong with the NFF and people up there. Why can't they just believe on the people back home that they can do it? After our friend Magmi was handling the team before, what happened? There are some other people here that coach. They are doing coaching here. They can still call them back home to go and do this job. They don't need to call any foreign coaches. Is there anything wrong with our skin? Must we take white people to come and coach us? We've been doing this thing for a very long time. We keep failing and failing and failing. At least we need to improve on this.
Yeah.
Look at this team, Super Falcons right now. It's like we are going back instead of us going back. Going forward. These guys, they can really play. They can really play. They have all it takes to win. But the coaching team, man, there's nothing to write home about.
Okay.
They need to restructure their technical department and the rest. There's nothing to write home about the coaching crew.
Okay. Some people said the reason why they employ foreigners is that so that we can do well at the World Cup. Because, many African teams or African coaches have not been able to do well at the World Cup. But they said if you employ a foreign coach, that we can do well at the World Cup. Do you also believe that?
Who said that? Who said that we can only get foreign coaches to be able to do well in the World Cup? Is the U.S. national team, is there any foreign coaches coaching them? Is the Brazilian national team, is there any foreign coaches coaching them? Or is it the German national team, is there any foreign coach coaching them? Why is it only Nigeria that always come with is there anything that they're giving those people? Is there anything that these people from Nigeria, they sign contracts with all these white coaches here to be able to give them something? Or are they part of their contracts? The way they are doing is ridiculous. I don't even know what to say because these guys keep getting the same results. How can we lose to Mexico? When did Mexico started playing soccer? How can? I don't know.
It's so funny that now let's look at the last Women's Nations Cup. We got the fourth position, though we've qualified for the World Cup, but we got the fourth position, and we're supposed to win to make it the 10th cup title. But what is your assessment about the Nations Cup in Morocco? We came fourth. Is it the end of the Super Falcons because in your era and the eras of the likes of Messi Akide, we used to win these tournaments, but in the last one in Morocco, we did not do well. Why is that? Are we seeing the end of the Super Falcons, or it's just a change? Why didn't you do well at the last Nations Cup?
I don't even know what to say about we losing in the Nations Cup. In the history of soccer in Africa, we are number one. We are number one. I remember when we used to play, we play all our hearts out. And we'll be going there, we're going to the field like any AWC or African tournament. We normally go there and like, okay, we don't make money. Not like now that they make money, they play professional, they pay them well and they get good allowance. Our set wasn't like that. But we can play our heart out. When we say we are going to do this is do or die. At least it can't keep going on from year to year or from every tournament they will keep like losing or maybe try to not do what they're supposed to do. These guys are good. The only thing I will still say the coaches. They need to work on the coaches. Fine. I know that because of what happened in the past, I might not be like, I'm not going to like trying to play side or don't try to say something that is not good or try to say something that is not right. Okay, we have coaches like, for instance, she's a coach here. Messi Akide is a coach here. She's a coach here. Why can't they call these people to come back home? These are people that serve their country. These are people that played for their country. At least call them back home to come and see what they can do. What are you calling Randy for? What has Randy achieved? Has Randy played World Cup before? He has not played World Cup. Which experience does he have? He doesn't have any experience. Instead of you calling those foreign coaches, why can't you just call these people, come back home and put something, at least they've worked for this country and they represent this country. And going to foreign coach, it doesn't make any sense. We keep going back and front every time, doing one thing. So it won't help. We will keep failing if it's like this. We'll keep failing.
Some said, failing. Yeah, well said, Patient. Some said that the other African nations, the women's nations, have now developed in football. That is why we are not doing so well. That before, in your era, the era of Messi Akide, that other African nations, women's football were not developing. But now, they've developed. That is why they're challenging us and we are not doing well. Do you believe that, or it's just that we are not doing well, or because other African countries like South Africa, they've all developed. Now, they are not challenging us. Do you think other African nations in women's football, do you think they have developed to the level Nigeria is, or Nigeria is not just doing well?
I can barely hear.
Okay, let me say that again. The other nations in Africa are now doing well. Before, they are not doing as much as this. Other nations in Africa, when it comes to women's football, have they developed their football? That is why they are challenging us.
Yeah, why are they doing well? Because they are doing the right thing. They are using the right coaches. They are using the right players. They'll do well because they're not going to like bring some people from somewhere that they don't even know what they're doing. Female football has grown. Nobody wants to just sit in one place. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to go there and achieve something. You cannot just be sitting and folding your hand. Just bring somebody that is coaching college. From just coaching college or coaching one team here in the USA is a foreign coach. That's not the way to. If you want to like get foreign coaches, get somebody that has made a name or that represents his own country or that has played soccer or he has played football for himself or know what it takes to be a coach. I don't think Nigeria or the NFF they really know what they are. Putting into Falcons. They need to like build these girls. The technique of football right now is grown. We cannot just be sitting in one player, be folding our hands that we have foreign coaches. Foreign coaches that doesn't understand players, that doesn't know the right player. He cannot even pronounce some of the names of the players. He doesn't even know the position, like who is playing this position, who is not playing this position. At least bring somebody that is used to this player. These girls, they know them very well, that they can be sure, okay, you are good in this position, you are good in this position. Not somebody you bring, you just watch training or watch them play. Oh, this one you can play for you can play. No, these girls, they are already built right from scratch. So it's not coming there to teach them anything. What I was just listening to the other day, he said he wants to learn. What is he learning? Did he come to Nigeria to learn, or is there to coach?
Now let's go to this. Is that you've been to the World Cup? I want you to just share a bit of your World Cup memory before we ask that. Why is it difficult for African female team to excel at the World Cup? African female team has not gone beyond the quarterfinal at the Female World Cup. Why is it difficult? You scored a goal at the World Cup for Nigeria. And tell us, why is it difficult that African female teams don't do so well at the World Cup, and what should they do?
Well, for my own experience, I would say like getting into the quarterfinals, playing such a big World Cup. I've played, 3 World Cup and 1 Olympics. We keep doing the same thing. But the thing is that I know myself, we are good, but we lack a lot of, and we lack some little stuff that make us not to get to that point. You understand?
Yes.
If I look back and see what we're doing then now, if it is now that we're still playing, oh my God, we will be number 1. We will be number 1. And because why? Something is involved now. You cannot just say because you're going to World Cup that you're not going to get anything. Not like then that we used to get, But now we're seeing everything that is going on now. You don't want to go there and go back home empty-handed. The thing that they are doing that is making us not to win is to put the right coaches there. When you put the right coaches there and get good players, make sure they know what they are doing. At least we will do well. Because we keep doing the same thing all over again. This is not the first time. Even from 1991, we keep doing the same thing. When they brought what's his name? Even to the main team, they do the same thing. We should use our own base coaches. They are good. They are very good. We shouldn't underrate them. We shouldn't look down on them. There are coaches everywhere. Nigerian coaches, they are good. Please. I don't know. Maybe there's something that we don't know. Maybe they share the money together, or let me just put it that way.